Been paying attention for the past few days, Sarah Palin has shit herself over one of the latest episodes of Family Guy. Now, in this episode, Chris Griffin is dating a girl with Down syndrome. Now let's go in the past. Remember all those times when Family Guy has made fun of not only minorities but also the handicapped physically and mentally, and Sarah Palin was fucking nowhere to be found. Not only that, but there was also an episode of Family Guy before this where Brian is being petted by a retarded kid and he gets pissed off and bites him in the hand. And also in Family Guy, there's a character named Joe who is bound to a wheelchair because he's paralyzed from the waist down, and he's a police officer. And I happen to think that he's a very good role model for people in his position, because even though he has a handicap, he is very strong-willed and he doesn't let it slow him down or stop what he does. So, yeah. But back to the present. In this Family Guy clip, Chris is going on a date with this girl with Down syndrome, and he asks her, "Well, tell me about your parents." And she says, "Well, I think it was my dad was an accountant, and my mom is the former governor of Alaska." And obviously, it's making fun of Sarah Palin. But Sarah Palin goes on Fox News, and she wants to make it sound like that, they're making fun of everybody. It's so horrible that they're making fun of people with Down syndrome, even though the episode clearly wasn't. Even though the episode in question clearly wasn't making fun of anybody with Down syndrome. At least this girl. Because at the end of the episode, it shows that, hey, people with Down syndrome are just like everybody else. What the fuck is so offensive about that? And I can guarantee you that Sarah Palin hasn't seen the full episode. She just got pissed off over that crack at her. But she wants to make it sound like that she's mad because they make fun of the mentally handicapped. And how does she do this? Well, she brings up her son once again. Every time somebody says the word retard or talks about the mentally handicapped, she gets on TV with her ugly fucking face, and she goes, "Well, my son is mentally handicapped, and it offends me. This doesn't have anything to do with your son, you dumb bitch. Stop bringing him up." Now, as a side note, her son, Trig, has trisomy G. And the short way to say trisomy G is Trig. Connecting the dots here. Now for the big twist. The actress who played the girl with Down syndrome actually has Down syndrome. And she enjoyed playing that role. Proof that Sarah Palin needs to do some fucking research before she ever opens her goddamn mouth again. Her name is Andrea Friedman, or Friedman, however you pronounce her name, and she was in an interview with the New York Times, and she had this to say about Sarah Palin. "I guess former Governor Palin does not have a sense of humor. I thought the line, 'I am the daughter of the former governor of Alaska,' was very funny. I think the word is sarcasm. In my family, we think laughing is good. My parents raised me to have a sense of humor and live a normal life. My mother did not carry me around under her arm like a loaf of French bread the way former Governor Palin carries her son Trig around looking for sympathy and votes." I couldn't have said it any better myself.